So you have to ask yourself, is this the week, baby, that the Hot Toys Artisan Anakin gets officially released? And I say that I'm getting a call suddenly. Could this be from an extraterrestrial? Let's pick it up and find out, baby. Hello? Skull! I am well. I am well. Feeling much better. Yes. Well, I'll feel even way more better if we're going to get that artisan Anakin this week. It says on the Sideshow website, in this reality anyway, that it's going to be coming out in December 2024. And of course it's already out in your reality. What do you mean Sideshow didn't put it out in your reality? Terrington Toys put it out. Really, there's a Terrington Toys? A Terrington Toy Company? You got to be kidding. And who's the head sculpt artist? Is it JC Hong? It's you. So the 13th Skull designs all these. Well, why can't you design yourself a better? Because you're just a skull. Well, wait, you're breaking up. What's that about an Artisan Luke? Wait, Artisan Luke? Skull. Listen, I have a funny feeling before 2024 comes to an end that Hot Toys has several more shocks and awes for us collectors. Is the information within the stars mixing around in his wizard juice? Let's crack it open. Let's suck down the knowledge. And let's go ahead and dive into all of this right now. All right, and welcome everyone to another episode of The Market Show, episode 5 of the season of The Market Show, right here at the Sixth Scale Cantina. We're going to get right into it, and I'll tell you, you're going to want to stay tuned to this episode. We have got waitlist alerts. We have got incoming alerts, as you can see on this banner, and we also have this week's market power rankings, and also the all-new, coming soon, Crystal Ball power rankings. You can vote on those. You can submit your own entry on those. We're going to get into that in a little bit. You're not going to want to miss that. But let me tell you something here. We've got to dive into this Lando. And as you can see on the screen, breaking news. A low stock remaining warning on this original trilogy. Iconic main character from The Empire Strikes Back. And of course, Return of the Jedi. But you do have to ask yourself, is it possible that this figure can be a future Grail? And I say no. I say no. I don't think it will. I have this figure, and I plan on always having this figure. But everything is getting 2.0'd. And everything is being remade better than whence it was. And it's being remade in far less quantities, quite frankly, than whence it was. Not even far less quantities. Far, far less quantities. Which makes the newer versions not only superior in quality, but superior in collectability, especially for the long term in the future. Look, they're going to come out with this Lando again. And make no mistake about it, they sold a ton of these Landos. I'm going to say that again. They sold an absolute boatload of these Landos. The problem was the production was overshot. They made just a little too many of these Lando Calrissians. And now, the head sculpts today, the innovation today, with the purrs, with the how advanced the artistry is on making these head sculpts, the innovation of these purr systems. You know, this Lando does not have purrs. This Lando does not have rooted hair. This Lando, as great as it was, as great as it is, it's not as good as the newer figures. Okay? Like the Sebastian Shaw Return of the Jedi Darth Vader. And I just got that figure. It's not as good as the Natalie Portman Padme that they came out with for Attack of the Clones. It's not even close to the DX33 artisan Joker or sculpted hair Joker. It's not even in the same planet. It's good. But compared to what they're coming out with right now, it's inferior. And is it possible that a lot of the figures that comic shops have in stock still, or a lot of these figures that many collectors, such as yourself and myself, that are trying to sell, they're just a little bit now passé. It's not up to the same standard that some of these other figures that are coming out today. And I say, yes, it's not up to the same standard, which is why you're seeing some of the effects that you're seeing within the secondary market. A lot of these older figures, whether it's the original trilogy Han Solo, whether it's the Stormtrooper one, or in the regular outfit from A New Hope, it's trending down. The Chewbacca from A New Hope, it's trending down. The Chewbacca from The Force Awakens, well, that's really trending down. The Leias, all the Leias, they're trending down. And there's not even a new Leia officially announced yet. You had one that was teased that's doing quite a lot of damage on a lot of those original trilogy figures. The Grand Moff Tarkin crashed down. So did the Alec Guinness Obi-Wan Kenobi. And don't even talk to me about the Lukes. The Lukes have sunk down within the secondary market. Now, are all the original trilogy figures crashing down? On the contrary, no. You could look at MMS 699 and 700. The Return of the Jedi Darth Vader, doing quite well. The Return of the Jedi C-3PO and Salacious Crumb, doing really, really well. But those figures are next level. That Darth Vader from Return of the Jedi is one of the best head sculpts of all time. it's on par with the DX33 Joker. It's on par with the in-art Gandalf. It's on par with the best. It's next level. And when the new Lando comes out, it will be on par with some of these figures that are coming out, like the Ewan McGregor from the Obi-Wan series. That Obi-Wan Kenobi is next level. Thank goodness they redid that, right? You compare this not just to Ewan McGregor, compare it to the brand new Mandalorian Giancarlo Esposito Moff Gideon. And the new Moff Gideon head sculpt is just a superior piece of workmanship over this Billy D. Williams Lando. And when they come out with the next Lando, as good as this one is, and it is good, I have it, it's going to blow this one out of the water. Cheers. You're watching the market show. Let's drink it down, baby. And we're going to be looking at some of these effects on exactly what I'm talking about here within the secondary market in a little bit. And, here's another one. Here's some other news now. Got low stock remaining warning on there. And out of nowhere, and there's a reason for this, and there's a method to this madness that I believe, that I have discovered through the trends. But now, Thor from Love and Thunder, it is gone out of nowhere. Join the waitlist. Both the collector edition, which has been gone, and the deluxe version now is gone. And you have to ask yourself, is this a candidate to be a future Grail? And I say, no. Why? Well, you're going to have an opportunity to vote on the Crystal Ball Power Rankings, and you're going to be able to do this on a continual basis. And I'm going to show you that in a little bit in this show. But when they go ahead and Hot Toys unveils their new Chris Hemsworth Artisan Thor, if it's anything like the Heath Ledger Artisan Joker, or the prototypes of any of the other Marvel artisan figures like the Black Widow and the Scarlet Witch, Scarlett Johansson, Elizabeth Olsen, if it's anything like that, the same thing that's going to happen with these older Thor figures, it's going to happen with these older Thor figures that you're seeing happening with the older Elizabeth Olsen Scarlet Witch figures. The same thing that you're seeing happening with the older versions of the Scarlett Johansson Black Widow figures. They're just tanking because they cannot compare to the excellence in realism that the new ones that are teased to come out, that we are pre-ordering, are being marketed to represent. It's just a different level. But this one has hit the wait list. And here's the new ones that are out. Not even teased to come out. But it's very evident. You can see the trends right here at sixthscalecantina.com, baby. With the Sixth Scale Market Power Rankings. And again, as I told you last week with the debut of these Market Power Rankings, these don't include figures that are up on pre-order. These don't include figures that have been teased by, Hot Toys or InArt or what have you. These are figures that are officially released. When InArt or Hot Toys puts out those blogger photos and then you start seeing some videos a day or two later, that's what these include and only include. But really, even with the ones that are just out, that aren't even teased, you can see the big difference here. These market power rankings, as I told you last week, has nothing to do with, what I think or what you think is the best figure. It has to do with what figures are driving the most attention and the most demand in the secondary market. And these are the ones right here. And it's not Lando. And it's not the Love and Thunder Thor. But it is right now these figures. And you can bet that when those figures I was just speaking about that are yet to be released, that are teased, that are on pre-order, once that Artisan, Jack Sparrow, that Black Widow, that Scarlet Witch, that In-Art Legolas, once figures like that come out, all of them are going to be on this list. And look, you can see this list right here. I'm showing you right there. And you can go to sixthscalecantina.com and you can take a look at this. Just uploaded right here on Sunday, December 8th, December 9th here. It's all uploaded. It's all updated. You can check it out. And for the most part, except for some oldies and goodies, starting here with number 20, you can see right here, Leia Organa. And she doesn't track where she used to. This isn't no longer a $600-700 figure. You can get her for about $400 shipped in, $450. That's a far cry from where it was, but that's because a lot of the figures that are coming out that you're going to see also on this list and that are being teased are just far superior. This is on that level of that Lando, which is a great figure. This is on a level of that Thor of Love and Thunder. It's a great figure. And this one is particularly underrated. It's a good figure. That's why it sells the way it does, besides of its the iconicness of this. But make no mistake about it. This has 2.0 written all over it, not only sculpted, but with Artisan 100%. See the next one here, Padme. You're going to get so many Padmes, and this is next level, but quite frankly, we haven't had a rooted version yet, and I think they could do even better with Natalie Portman, although this is next level, and it has purrs. But she fetches a whole lot. Honestly, you got a lot of Jokers. I think you're going to get different iterations of the Heath Ledger Joker, if I can be completely honest with you, with this head sculpt. And of course, with all the attention right now at the DX33, and we all know it's number one right now, that's all the attention is on that figure. This one went down a little bit because you can get the regular outfitted one. Plus, you can't swap out the tongue with this one. But again, this is just limited to 3,000 pieces, and that's why it's on this list. And it's maybe the second best head sculpt of all time, next to its counterpart, the DX33. Count Dooku, again, an oldie but a goodie. But as good as this is, should you be spending the $450 on this when you have the 20th anniversary of Revenge of the Sith next year, and you got the Clone Wars that they're so very committed to, and this doesn't have purrs, and could they 2.0 this? Oh my goodness. And then go into the next one here. Now this is next level, and I'm so glad that they went ahead and they fixed this head sculpt from the prototype. But honestly, this is from the Obi-Wan series, and it's not even from a film. Okay? And this right now is very, very highly desired. Why? Because they made far, far less of these than those Landos too. Going back to that. Far, far less of these than that Lando. This was a very low run. And collectors know that, which is why it's selling like crazy on platforms like eBay, because you can't get it on Sideshow anymore. And sure, you can get it from comic shops that buy it from Sideshow, or from companies that originally got it from Sideshow, because remember, they are the official distributor for the United States and Europe for these Hot Toys. So that's where all these other places get them from, unless they're going ahead and buying them from Hong Kong or getting them in early. And of course, you can see another next level figure. And both of these Obi-Wans right here are far superior than the Revenge of the Sith Obi-Wan Kenobi, which has absolutely tanked in the secondary market, going from $650 to $750 all in to anywhere from, around 300, even $325 all in. You're talking hundreds and hundreds of dollars down. Why? Because it's not as good as these. And you can see this right here, the DX28. Look, this is a candidate for figure of the year, but it has some it is one of the best things I've ever seen. It's half a head sculpt. It's a great figure. There's a lot of demand for it. They did sell quite a few of these, but it did go on waitlist, and you see a lot of it in the secondary market. Look at Emperor. Look at the Emperor right here. Again, an oldie but a goodie. But they're coming out with these Emperors left and right. So, should you be spending, the kind of money on this figure that I see this go for in the secondary market? I mean, should you be spending $440, not even including the $23.26 in shipping, not including taxes? Should you be spending $500-$600 on this set? Is there no chance that they're going to re-release this with purrs and make it better, and with USB, not batteries? And just saying. And here's number 12. Emperor's number 13. Here's number 12. A lot of play. And I was talking about this. What's the difference between this Vader, this MMS 700 and 699, than the Lando, comparing that to the original trilogy, or a lot of the other figures that are just tanking, is the fact that this head sculpt is another level. This is another level. This is just as good, okay, as any of the artisan figures and any of the in-art figures that are rooted. Why? Because it doesn't have hair. But when you look at that head sculpt, baby, on this is spot on. This is the kind of stuff that they're coming out with. Okay? And look, like the Lando, it's not picking on Lando, it's not picking on Thor. Let's go pick on Harrison Ford. You're gonna love this when I show this to you. Okay? $188 for a freaking Han Solo from A New Hope. I want you. A lot of demand for it. 25 bids trying to get it for $188. What is this? What is this Lando? Is this a Captain Marvel figure? Pause. You're watching the market show. Cheers, baby. Why? This was pushing $700 just last year. Just last year. Why is this happening? Why am I seeing this 2-pack with Chewie go down to $350? Like it's the dark suit Superman, Nightmare Batman. Why? Why are you seeing it? Can you get it in stock at your local comic shop? Are you able to buy it on Sideshow? Why is this happening? And I could tell you why if I'm able to go ahead here and pull it up onto the screen. And I may just have to pull up another original trilogy figure just so I can find it and get the Sideshow. Yeah, the dewback. The dewback. Let's put it in here. Han, Hot Toys. Let's see what comes up. And you have to ask yourself, is this the reason? And I say, Yes. This is the reason. Right here. Because you got a figure that looks like Han Solo next level. Even though it's not from A New Hope. Even though it is not from A New Hope, this looks like Han Solo. This is the best Han Solo that has ever been created. For, commercial sale, licensed, that you can get. It's just uncanny. So, this is Han Solo. And collectors know that they can get this one now. And it has purrs. And it's light years more advanced than that A New Hope one. And collectors are starting to see. We have these 3.0s and 2.0s that are coming out. And how much Hot Toys is pumping out. It's not like you gotta wait 3 years anymore. It's not like you gotta wait 6 years for this to come out. It's not. You may just have to wait 6 minutes. They're pumping these out like crazy. And before you know it, you're going to have a New Hope Han, a couple of different versions. You're going to have a couple of different versions of Empire Strikes Back Han Solos. You're going to have different iterations of Han Solo. You're certainly going to have an artisan or two of Han Solo. Forget about the older Han Solos with the 10th anniversary of The Force Awakens that they can go ahead and do. You're going to have Han Solos up the wazoo, baby. You're going to have a tremendous amount of Han Solo that's going to be coming out. And whether you want sculpted or whether you want that next level of realism with the real hair. But this is exactly the reason why you're seeing the stuff that I'm showing you on the screen, like this. Okay? $188.50. However, even though we're not up at, the number one figure yet, you can go ahead instead of $188 and spend $10,000. With 8 sold already from this seller for a DX33 Artisan Joker. Because this looks like a real human being. This $10,000 is one of the most ridiculous things. Probably, almost the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen in Sixth Scale. Although this is, by far, in my opinion, the number one action figure of all time. But some of these sellers are trying to get away with some crazy, crazy stuff over here. Crazy, crazy stuff. But that's why you're seeing what you're seeing with the Han Solo. Number 11, Henry Cavill, Inart. Superman. A lot of play right now because you've seen the reviews. And this isn't even rooted. Sure, you can call the Bang. The Bang is rooted, which is really cool. On the alternate head sculpt, which has the mean face and those glowing eyes, I guess. And I want to get this figure. I'm just got to get the money to get this one. There's a lot coming out. I want to get it. Like I said, I got the Inart Aragorn rooted. I'm looking right at him. It's freaking Viggo Mortensen. I got the Inart Gandalf. I'm looking right at him now. And it's freaking Ian McKellen. Can't wait to get that Legolas. I tell you what, though. I hate that I got to wait till next fall to get Legolas. I do. I would like Inart to come out with these quicker. Kind of like how Hot Toys is right now. I'm kind of digging it. How old am I? Let's kind of keep it secret. I am an ancient action figure theorist. So, I could be, 900 years old like Yoda. But I don't want to wait a year. I want to get the stuff that I want now. I mean, gosh, that means am I going to have to wait 2 years for Gimli? Am I going to have to wait 3 years for Frodo? Am I going to have to wait 4 years then for Samwise? Am I going to have to wait 5 years for Boromir? I don't want to wait that long. Put it out now. I don't want to wait 5 years for Boromir. I want Galadriel now. You hear me, Inart? Do it. Too long. Speaking of Aragorn, number 10. Your top 10. I mean, he just sells. I mean, it's just. I look at that and I look at this. I look at that and I look at this, and that's what it looks like. Forget about this. Unbelievable. These are the next level figures. These are not Lando from Hot Toys. The next Lando they come out with is going to look like this. Because if you put this next to the Giancarlo Esposito, even though this has rooted hair, and my case in point, this is phenomenal. This is next level artistry. The Batman right here. Next level artistry. This looks like human. This doesn't look like a toy. As good as this looks, it looks like a toy. I'm just being honest with you. Okay? But when you put in the new Moff Gideon, okay? I'm going to put this in just to show you how every bit of good it is. Not the season 1 Moff Gideon. This thing, and it looks just like this. That don't look like a toy either. Pause. Make sure you smash that like button. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. You're watching the Market Show here. Cheers, baby. That don't look like no toy. That looks like Giancarlo Esposito. And it's every bit as good as this. And his hair is so short he doesn't need rooted hair. That's number 9. Number 8. This is an oldie but a goodie. You know? And some of these old DX figures, we saw it with the DX09, with the Batman, Michael Keaton Batman. We just saw that was better than even with the new one that Hot Toys kind of messed up with on that. But when you get figures in the secondary market, okay, that track like this one, and this is a hyper grail. But you know, you can see here, just back from last week, from December 2nd actually, $560 McDollars. 26 bids, not including the $21.95 in shipping. It's $580. So when you put in the taxes, over $600 for Mr. Jack, and with all the attention on Batman, is it possible that this is going to be 2.0'd like just about everything else, real quick, fast, and in a Mick hurry? And I say, Mick, yes. We're on the mix. Let's go, baby. Come on. Let's keep counting it down over here. This one moved up. I can't explain this one. But people love their exclusive 2018 Toy Fair Dark Side Anakin. Does not sell for anywhere near like it used to, but it goes for $400 or $500 all day long. But is it possible this will sink when the new one comes out? And I say, not so fast. I don't. So here's the thing, and here's the thing I like about where the collecting is going with Hot Toys. This is a Toy Fair exclusive. So this one will always be exclusive, whether it's via that base or some type of accessory. It will always be exclusive to that. It doesn't mean they can't come out with Dark Side Anakin. They 1000% will. It'll just be different. So this one will always have some type of value, I believe. However, with the new exclusives that Hot Toys is coming out with, exclusives like staying with Anakin, this Anakin, exclusive, but exclusive to 3,000 pieces. That's the difference. Because now, no matter how many more Anakins they come out with or different versions, or if some other company someday gets the license, this will always be just 3,000 pieces and exclusive. And that's the difference with a lot of these figures that are going to come out. You know, the collectability and your investment in grailability is now far, far heightened, okay, and increased exponentially because these particular figures are limited. Now, if they start numbering them, forget about it. Forget about it. That takes it to a whole other level. But you're going to see more and more of these limited quantities, and you're seeing it more than we ever have with so many exclusives and figures, because these are the type of collectible figures, the collectability that many collectors are clamoring for. Again, not every channel creator and guest clamorate for that, but for the most part, what I'm seeing in the trends, that's what the collectors are looking for, which is why Hot Toys is putting them out and why Sideshow is backing them up with it, because that is what is desired and selling. Make no mistake about it. You heard it from this channel and this Dark Jedi right here for sure. So, continuing the countdown over here, well, this was a huge hit. And so, this is absolutely, I mean, you see it. And, I mean, you see where this one goes. And consistently, $480, 19 bits, outstanding seller, 64 feedback. And, wait for it. Oh, 100% positive. Yeah. Come on. Bane. Again. Bane. And if they would have if they would have said that this was limited to 3,000 or 4,000, which is probably, I think, where it is, right about there, okay? That's where these figures are, and I'm going to break that down for you on why that is, okay? It would make it double what I'm going to show you right here. Because this is the best Bane ever. It destroys the other Bane. But you're seeing it right here. It's almost 40 bids at $498 with an outstanding seller with 674 feedback and all 100% positive, not including the $15 in shipping. Come on, baby. Next level head sculpt with next level sweat, purring eyes, it's just unbelievable. And yes, I got to get this one. Crosshair, I don't know what to say. This one I can't explain. Hey, but Crosshair. It's awesome. It's Tabara Morrison. He must get a great cut with all these head sculpts. Crosshair insanity. Come on. Does that look like a toy? Hey, Grandpa and Grandma, I want this toy. Can you go to Child's World or Toys R Us and pick me up this Gandalf? It's like, no, I got to go to New Zealand, baby. See if I could pay him some money to come hang out with you for the holidays. This figure goes for $1,000, over $1,000, over $1,000. Forget about it. And I've got this Wonder Woman, and let me tell you, it's Gal Gadot. It is just such a great job. It is such a tremendous job, and she is everything that you see here. And I mean, the amount of money that the Gandalf, the Wonder Womans, they go for, it's just unbelievable. Again, they just sell all the time at this price. Here's another one, two sold, another one sold at $1,090. Does it have shipping? The shipping's $200. I didn't even see that with the speed pack. So 200 plus, I mean, it's like $1,400. That's what the Gandalf, they go for around that. That's what they go for. And again, this is limited to just 1,500 pieces. And again, I've showed this before. And why? Well, why is it going for over that? You probably could have got it cheaper here if you could have got it from Tim Cent for $12.80 when he had it, because he had free shipping. And that's the trend that you're seeing with this particular figure. Out of stock. $1,280. Last one sold. And look, I don't need to bring up anything more on this DX33 Joker, but let's go to number one. And there he is. And look, if you want to know how good this is, and I think my picture is even better than this picture, I'm going to pull that up on the screen here. Look, if you like what you watch here at Sixth Scale Cantina, and you want to go ahead and support me, go ahead and join the channel. That's a great way to do it. Just click on the little join button, see everything that it comes with. It's still, I didn't go up with inflation. $3.99 a month to join the channel. You'll be able to see all kinds of neat stuff up there that you can watch, including if you wanted to watch my exclusive full review and unboxing of this Joker right here. You get to see it. I have this figure. Is it the number one figure of all time? And I say yes. And I'll explain it when you watch it. I think this is the number one figure I have ever seen. Not just the best Heath Ledger Joker, but the best figure. And I've got quite a lot of good figures. But this one, it's unbelievable from the fabrics, the quality, the presentation, the fact that you can take and swap the teeth out with the tongue. It's just freaking unbelievable. So if you want to check this out, go ahead and join the channel. And I really appreciate your support. And hey, you'll be an official ancient action figure theorist. And you could click on the little join button to go ahead and do that. Or you could come right at sixthscalecantina.com. And right now I'm on the tab that says the Sixth Scale Market Power Rankings. And you can go to sixthscalecantina.com, which is right here, baby. Look, this is our vibe. Check that out here. We're at Times Square. Come on. You get the most recent YouTube channel video podcast when you go ahead and look in. You can go right up on here and you could go to support Sixth Scale Cantina up on the menu items. And it'll take you right to where you could go ahead and join the channel. It tells you right there to $3.99 a month. Come on, baby. So listen, we just went ahead and went over the Sixth Scale Market Power Rankings. But you're going to go ahead and absolutely love this next segment. As I go into right here, Crystal Ball Power Rankings. This is all new. And you get to participate in this one. So right here at sixthscalecantina.com, don't forget to bookmark the website. You get to cast your vote right now on all the ones I have up over here. From 1 to 24. You get to cast your vote on what is the top one for you. Okay? And how you do that, you go right here. You come right down and you could go to the website and you could cast your vote. Go ahead and do that after you watch the video. You can go vote. But let's say something that you really feel is coming. Okay? It's not on here. Fill this out right here, baby. Put in your name, put in your last name, put in your email, put in your prediction, and give me your reason, what you know, your prediction and why. Your most wanted non-produced 1 6-figure, and submit it, baby. And if we get enough of them, it can make this list. So this one, you get to do with me. You get to participate with me. So I hope you like this this interactive crystal ball power rankings. And right here, you can get it at sixthscalecantina.com. And let me tell you, from number 1 to number 24, these are the ones that I think are coming out next. That's how they're ranked. From number 1 to number 24, what I think is going to be coming out next. Now, nothing from the TV shows. Don't send me, that are coming out right now. Or the movies next year. No kidding, they're going to come out with those figures. So none of those. Movies that are coming out next year, that type of stuff, those are no-brainers. Shockers, 2.0 shockers, stuff from past movies that came out last year, maybe earlier this year, or you think that they're done with a particular line, you still think those are the figures that count. Maybe they're in the crypt. Okay? Those are the ones I want. Not the new Marvel movie or new Marvel movies coming out. Sure. If I had this before, Deadpool and Wolverine, don't send me Deadpool and Wolverine. Of course they're coming out. But yeah, this is really, really cool. You get to go ahead and participate in it. Here's number 1. This is the figure that I would be shocked if they don't come out with it. We all know why. We don't got to belabor it. But come on. They did it with the Artisan Joker, giving us the Batman imposter version of the Joker. They did it with the Clone Wars General Obi-Wan Kenobi, giving us the Mandalorian armor, Clone Wars Obi-Wan Kenobi. They're going to do it with this. This is my number 1 that they're going to be coming out with a Dark Side Anakin. We already talked about it. Number 2, we talked about and saw this auction with this. We already got a 2.0 Terminator. We already got a 2.0 Jack Sparrow. We already got a couple of 2.0, Batmans. We're getting 2.0 Darth Mauls with the DX16 and 17. We're getting 2.0 up the wazoo. And it's Joker Mania. And it's kind of funny. You see a lot of Jokers on this list. But Joker's all over the place. But this one right here, I 1,000% believe. I see this going. I put it up on the screen. $600, $700 this is going for. If you're a little bit patient, this is going to be coming out very, very fast. Very, very fast. And maybe before the end of the month. Come on. Dark Empire Luke. Luke and Grogu. 2.0 with Artisan. Come on. Look. They're going to give you Gamora. She's just. It's the one character from Guardians of the Galaxy 3 we didn't get an upgrade on yet, or one of them, one of the main ones. Okay, and this has Artisan written all over it. You're seeing them come out with the Black Widow. You're seeing them come out with the Scarlet Witch. And I believe that they're 1,000% very, very quickly going to be giving us a Gamora. I believe this one will come out sculpted or, with the rooted hair. Well, they already teased this. There's Leia. What number is Leia here? Leia's number 5. Number 6? Come on. They already got his brother out. Loki's coming. Number 7? These DC figures go insane for Hot Toys. And the last iterations of Aquaman, not that good in my opinion. definitely due for an upgrade. We got the antagonist of the new Aquaman. We didn't get the hero yet. We didn't get Aquaman. That's because they're working on this. This is coming. Number 8. Come on. I know you're salivating at the mouth right now. Pause. I got to drink something looking at this. Artisan Obi-Wan is coming. Number 9. Every one of the main women. Gamora. Captain Marvel. Black Widow. Scarlet Witch. She's coming. This one may be coming. Her and Gamora very, very fast. And here's the difference. You're saying, well, Ares, you still have her figure in stock. You still have a lot of the Endgame figures in stock. They don't care. They could stay in stock. They're still coming out with an Artisan Black Widow, even though there's more than one Black Widow in stock. They don't care. They're still going to come out with the Scarlet Witch Artisan version, even though you can still get her. And she's in stock. So get that out of your mind. You got one Captain Marvel left in stock. The Artisan Captain Marvel is imminent. Just as this at number 10. Why is Han Solo from A New Hope not selling? Or selling at the price that I showed you? When I put this up on the screen, it's crazy because everybody knows. And it's coming sooner than you think. And that if you have just a little bit of patience, instead of buying this one, you can get that one. That's your top 10. And you can see these here. I'll go through real quick. Look at that. Kylo Ren. Force Awakens anniversary next year. Come on. These Nolan figures go incredible. And I'm telling you right now, Qui-Gon's coming. So why not Ra's al Ghul? And let me tell you, Batman fans, they add this to their collection with Bane, with the Joker, put in Ra's al Ghul. You know what I'm talking about. There's Ra's al Ghul. There's the Joker. There's Bane. Can you feel it? Can you smell it? And listen, because these quantities are so much lower, they can put this out. There's an anniversary next year. Ray's back in the fray. They're going to be 2.0ing these figures. Rolling eyes function. Artisan. Coming quick. We haven't gotten Christian Bale Batman in like 2 months. Right? Maybe 3. That's like a dry spell for Hot Toys. Would you like, or would they like to put out a Artisan rooted hair version of Christian Bale to go with the Artisan version of the Heath Ledger Joker? I mean, that would go really, really good. With this figure right here. Coming. Absolutely coming. For sure. Continuing to go down the list. No-brainer. You're going to get this in just about every iteration of it's like the Joker. They like white makeup anyway. They just gave us Savage Opress and every other Clone Wars character. So that's a clear indication. Whether it's a Mythos version here, which I would not be surprised with that Mythos type of battle damage Vader they came out with. Just saying, but Asajj Ventress is coming. What number was she? Let's see here. There's a Turtle Sith. So she was 16. They're coming out with a lot of Emperors. So every variation of him will be coming, including the main the variation of him that everyone would want from the Revenge, from the Rise of Skywalker. Okay, so this is the last remaining main character of a Star Wars film that we don't have. I think I'm right. Let's see. With the original trilogy, we have Lando, Han, Luke, and Leia. So we have the big four. Billy D. Williams, Carrie Fisher, Mark Hamill, and Harrison Ford. Okay. With the prequels, we have Natalie Portman now. We have Hayden Christensen. We got Ewan McGregor, and those are your main three, I believe. Liam Neeson with the first movie. So we have him already. Then he's out, and then we have Alec Guinness from the A New Hope. So we had him, and then Samuel L. Jackson was prominent through all three, and we have him. Okay, so we have all of the prominent prequels, all the prominent prequel Star Wars films, all the prominent original trilogy Star Wars actors and actresses. From the sequels, we have Daisy Ridley, Rey. We have Adam Driver, Kylo Ren. We have Finn. And gosh, why is his name John Boyega? We have John Boyega. We got Finn. Okay, and we have the three old. We have Harrison Ford, the older version. We have Mark Hamill. We have Carrie Fisher. Okay, but we don't have Poe Dameron. We don't have Oscar Isaac. Okay, to me, this is the only big one, big main character we don't have. So you have to ask yourself, is it possible they're going to do this because it would at least sell 1,500 pieces? So I say, yes. You know what they could do with this one? Make it an artisan one, baby, because you could sculpt it an artisan. He had good hair on him. This is coming, as is this. And they probably didn't put it out yet because people complained it looked like hay hair. So, like everything else that Hot Toys does, they'll fix it up. But you know that this is coming. So you had Poe Dameron at 18, Bo-Katan at 19. Let's go 20 through 24. Number 20, Return of the Jedi Luke. We all know we need another Return of the Jedi Luke. They're going to build everything off that Dark Empire one. You're seeing the variations. Okay, here's what I want you to do. This is not Aries' desire. This is Aries following the trends. If they're making multiple versions of Clone Wars Obi-Wan Kenobi, and multiple versions of Artisan Jokers, and multiple versions of this and that, they're going to take the Dark Empire Luke and utilize multiple versions of this as well. And you could clearly see that they could change the hair. Because with the Batman imposter version of the Joker, it's different than the DX33 regular version of the Joker. So they can unpoof the Dark Empire one, and they can quite certainly do it with this. That's number 20. Number 21. I hope you all waitlisted the Bespin Luke. So now they could give you the battle damage version, or they could give you the artisan version of the Bespin Luke, or they could make a Dagobah version of frickin' Bespin Luke, whatever way you want to say it, before he goes ahead and gets there. This is absolutely 1,000% coming, as is this. Now, they're going to give you this, and they're going to give you a new Rey, and they're going to utilize that head sculpt by giving you this as well. 1,000% coming. Way too much demand for a figure like this that would sell like crazy. This is coming, folks. Pause. Cheers. Gaze upon this. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. As I told you before, as I went over this with you before many, many times, Lego my ego, has put out Jabba's sail barge. And one of the characters in the sail barge is Prisoner Leia. See it here on the screen. It's there. If Lego can do it, Hot Toys can do it. She's coming. Remember, you heard it right here. And last but not least, it is so uncivilized that we do not have a Bail Organa yet in the Hot Toys collection. Howard, J.C. Hong. This guy has been in just about every piece of Star Wars that there is. We need Jimmy Smits. You can get a Jimmy Smits Bail Organa, and it could go with so many different collections, and you can make so many different variations. I guarantee you at least one person will buy a Bail Organa. Actually, 6 people that I know. I would buy Bail Organa, that's 1. The 13th Skull would buy Bail Organa, that's 2. Reverend Possible would buy the 13th Skull, that's 3. Dr. Wonder, that's 4. Okay? Captain Crunch, that's 5. And the Inart Cowboy himself would buy Bail Organa. That's already 6. With just my close ancient action figure buddies. So you have to ask yourself, Howard, is it worth it for you to put out Bail Organa? And we say, yes. And that's your Crystal Ball Power Rankings. Go vote, go cast your vote. And if you want to learn more about all the characters I just mentioned, just go to sixthscalecantina.com and go to the Ancient Action Figures Season 2, which is in pre-production. Look at the new logo right there. And you could check out your Season 2 cast, Reverend Possible, the Inart Cowboy, Dr. Wonder, Captain Crunch, Aries Tarrington, and the 13th Skull, with the image coming soon. No, I didn't get a chance to put the bios up yet, but I'll try to get them up here this week. Just keep checking back to sixthscalecantina.com for all your ancient action figure fun. You got a ton of stuff up on here, including checking out Times Square and the latest YouTube channel video podcasts and what's new for the channel members. It's a wonderful website, and this has been a great show. This has been a great show. I don't always run out. I ran out. Wait, there's maybe a little drop. Let's see if I can drink this. I don't always suck down the last drops of Spotchka, but when I do, baby, I do it right here at the Sixth Scale Cantina. Stay thirsty, baby.